Hi, my name's Karen. I'm one of the vets at Cats Protection, the UK's leading cat welfare charity, and I'm going to talk to you today about some aspects of cat care. I'm going to talk to you today about how to treat a cat bite. First of all, what is a cat bite? Well, what we're talking about here is when cats come into conflict with each other and they bite each other and cause wounds. This is more and more common in clinical practice because cats are actually evolved to be solitary and they can come into conflict with each other through territorial disputes or mating disputes. And it's more and more common these days as we keep more cats in close quarters with each other. So how do you know if your cat's been bitten? Well, you may know that your cat's had a fight, you may have heard it outside, or you may see wounds or cuts or scrapes. But some of the other things you might look for are things like pain or swelling. Sometimes you might see moisture if it's been an abscess that's burst. You may see certain areas of the body on the cat, which I'm going to show you with Dexter here. Many cats get bitten around the face and the front legs, usually when they're fighting with each other. We often see abscesses in this area here between the eye and the ear, sometimes underneath the ear or on the cheeks. Around the neck as well, and the front legs also. Cats who have been bitten on the legs can be incredibly painful and they can be so lame as to not even use that limb. Other places that are quite common, if we just turn Dexter around, are at the base of the tail around here and sometimes the back legs, and I usually think this means that they lost the fight and were trying to get away. What you might see in these areas again is swellings and things like that, but also the tail might hold limp and not be able to move around, and the cat may resent the tail being moved and cry out. So the most important thing to do if you are suspicious or know that your cat's been bitten is to take your cat straight to the vet. Cat bites can be extremely serious if they're left. They can be really, really painful, as we talked about, and they can also cause some nasty infections. They can cause quite large wounds. They can spread some diseases between cats from the saliva and from the bite. So it's really important that you get your cat checked out by the vet. So how can you prevent your cat from getting bitten? Well, the most important thing to do is to make sure your cat is neutered. Neutered cats don't fight or have territorial disputes nearly so much. They also don't come into conflict through mating, so it can make a really big impact on how much they fight and come into conflict with each other. Another really important thing is perhaps keeping your cat in at night time. Night time is when most accidents happen, when cats come into fights with each other, and also roaming at night is when many cats are hit by cars. So Cats Protection would recommend you keep your cat in at night. If you want any more information on this subject, log on to cats.org.uk.